Today, Precarious plays Resident Evil 4.
And it's weird. I bet it makes me look really stupid. Either that or when I'm scared, sometimes I laugh. Because Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie is my muse.
Oh.
You remember that bit, right? You're not reacting very much.
What bit?
The part where she laughs at the scary stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's just like an entire musical
There's
number,
a whole musical number
of Pinkie Pie running up to spooky things and going,
Doesn't she lose her mouth in the same... No, she gets a swollen tongue in that same episode.
I think maybe.
For her troubles.
What is it, Giggle at the Ghosties? I don't know. I love Pinkie Pie. I really didn't like Pinkie Pie when I started watching the show because I was like, oh my god, this obnoxious bag of shit is going to spring and spray sprinkles everywhere. And she's just this horrible little pile of joy and nonsense. But she's the best pile of joy and nonsense in the entire world. Like... She travels with party cannon.
I will say that almost every, party character, every character that's designed to be, the life of the party or whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
Pretty uniformly, I hate them.
Yeah, you're like, oh, God, not you.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it fun in here and not actual fun.
That
shit. Gonna talk loudly until everyone feels like they should talk loudly too.
I'm pretty much immune to that shit. But
yeah.
Pinkie Pie, I actually, not only do I not dislike her, I actually do think she's pretty cool.
No, she's my favorite. She's my absolute favorite. And as great as every single pony is, she is. I love her, and I am a staunch believer in pink things are gross and oversaturated for ladies and girls, but seriously.
Which is weird because it's such a... I mean, you can have a really intense pink that isn't very saturated, but the most pink isn't... Actually, I guess it's just really heavily tinted.
Okay.
So it has all this. Anyway,
you might have to finish a thought at some point.
Look, I'm focusing really hard because the island is just by its location in the game, its chronological happening, when it occurs.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it the smallest number of times. Because I might do the first couple of the first 2/3 of the game, go all the way through the castle using particular items, and then just get bored using those items. So I might start over. There have been a few points where I've started the game over before completing it, just because I didn't like the weapons that I had.
Oh, well, that's not now.
No.
Okay. Whoa. But yeah, so I have sort of Pinkie Pie reactions to fear. Oh my gosh, and how wonderful was her origin story. It was just the best little origin story. She's like, we lived on a rock farm, and my hair was straight.
Every bit of that scene was gold.
Everything about Pinkie Pie as a character is just my favorite. And the one where she plays detective forever, and then it's her, and it's everyone. Oh, too many spoilers. Is it possible to have My Little Pony spoilers at this point?
I'm pretty confident that everybody, I don't really think it's a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And I think everybody that would have cared to watch it already knows whether they're, into it or not.
Yeah. Well... Oh.
Audette and I are graphic designers by trade, so we appreciated that show because it was just...
Oh, it was so nicely made.
Yes, it was very well put together.
Yeah.
That, and I always appreciate anything that's supposed to... Anytime, like, a couple of mad designers, like, just renegade creators, take a property that, by all rights, should just be, like, a giant steaming pile of shit.
AKA a toy commercial?
Yeah, a toy commercial like My Little Pony, and they turn it into just anything more than that, I'm pretty happy. And the fact that, I mean, think whatever you want of the show, the fact of the matter is, they did create a show that tons of adults and college-age men or whatever can enjoy.
And women.
Well, the outlier, the extreme outlier that gets picked on most often is the college age. Yeah, the bronies.
The bronies.
Yeah. Right?
I don't know.
Like,
I guess.
That's furthest out of the way.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, but, yeah, I think the weirdest thing that happened that I was not really expecting is, as the series went on, my initial favorite, Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah.
She got that cool. My interest in Twilight Sparkle, like Applejack.
You like Applejack?
Applejack's my favorite, yeah.
Applejack's your favorite?
Of all of the main ones, yes.
No.
Yeah.
I thought Rarity was your favorite.
No. Why would you think that?
For reasons that are obvious to me.
No, I don't much care for Rarity at all.
Maybe it's because of your enunciation, okay? That's it. Oh. Also, I'm a sucker for Twilight Sparkle type characters on a very immediate basis, too. Like, when the show started, I was like, oh my gosh, look at that silly nerd. I love her. I love her so much. I identify with the silly nerd.
Yes.
Who has trouble making friends.
I understand that part. Like, for you specifically.
Well, that and all of the, like, studiousness. Oh, God. I love studying. I love learning shit. Especially new shit. Especially complicated shit. So fun. So good. Sometimes it's a pain when you have to learn something and you don't have enough time to do it. That can get unfun. But, like, just learning new stuff, that's super fun. So yeah, Rarity. She's my least favorite. I think that's actually why I thought she was your favorite. Because she's my least favorite. And you always...
I just pick the things that
Yes, you just gravitate towards the opposite of me because you have to be so frickin' blue to my orange that I can't even stand you sometimes. And I think it's just a factor of us being together for so long that, like, you just pick up, like, you psychically, like, hear my thoughts when I like something. You're like, I like the exact opposite thing.
Now, I can tell you that Rarity is not the opposite of Pinkie Pie.
Huh?
Rarity is not the opposite of Pinkie Pie.
I'm not sure what the opposite of Pinkie Pie is. I'm not sure if any of them are particular opposites. I think that's probably one of the things that I like about them all as characters.
No, I think the most opposite is probably Twilight Sparkle, because Twilight Sparkle is, if nothing else...
A party pooper?
No, dutiful. She's responsible, and she does.
But Pinkie Pie is responsible. She's responsible for the fun havings of everyone else.
She is.
She brings her party cannon. She is prepared.
Okay, I used the wrong word because she's also sort of flippant and scattered. She's not a centered individual. She's all over the darn place.
Maybe to the casual observer.
But I like Applejack. Actually, here, look. What was it called? What was the designation for, like, the... Oh, I think it was just the main, but you had to put an emphasis on main, so everybody would know that you were talking about, you were making a pun.
What? The main... What?
Is it... Shoot. Is it 5 or 6? Uh-oh. It's Twilight Sparkle... Here, do fingers for me. Twilight Sparkle, Applejack, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy.
That's all of them, right?
Is the main 6.
Yeah.
That was...
The main 6?
Yeah, the main 6.
Uh-huh.
But discounting the main 6, like if I don't have to pick from that particular pool, as a unit, the Cutie Mark Crusaders, those are my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
You're so silly.
I love them. They're great. They're the best ones.
You just like Apple Bloom. Because Apple Bloom.
You can't say Apple Bloom. Her name isn't Apple Bloom. Her name is Apple Bloom. You have to
It's Apple Bloom.
Apple Bloom. Apple Bloom.
Apple Bloom.
Applejack.
Applejack, Big Mac, Apple Bloom, Granny Smith.
Yep.
I love Granny Smith. Gee willikers, it's time to make some apple jams. You mean Zap Apple Jams, Granny? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. You don't know what I'm saying.